Are we live yet? Are we there? Testing, testing. Welcome to the Deeper Thought Experience. I'm your host, the DJ Don Dada, and we're going to get into a lot of things today. But you're only going to get like 45 minutes out of me today. You ain't going to get too much out of me. Okay, I'm lying. You're going to get a lot out of me. Trust me, you is. I tell you, man, these last couple of days has been just, it's been I can't even explain it. Um, I mean, my God, you got Nicki Minaj coming out. I call her menage a trois. She coming out, speaking out on the Vaxx. Never in a million years did I even think that she would come out and just say anything like that. I mean, that was a bombshell to me. Someone who's in the establishment getting money, making all these videos, demonic videos at that. And then all of a sudden, she comes out and say, "Yeah, I don't know about the vax." You know what I'm saying? So it's just kind of a shocker to me. You know. Hey, pretty saucy, how you doing? Mary Morris. Did I say that right? Mary Morris. Welcome to the show. Andrea Sapase. Okay, maybe I shouldn't say that. You know what I'm saying? Speaking of that, since we my God, man. I mean, it's not a week go by. He don't do something that just kills the mood. Kind of be. He can't be. Is this thing too loud for y'all? Because this thing is really annoying to me as well. Let me see if I can cut it down for you. Hold on for a minute. Let me see. What can I do, y'all? Let's try that out and see what happens. Uh, but on the real stuff to talk about, I mean, we got to get into some how to protect your family, how to protect your loved ones. I mean, that is the main key here. Nothing else matters. And actually, nothing matters to me but protecting family, protecting your loved ones, because no one else is going to do it for you. No one. So, with that being said, let's get right into it. So, there's a doctor that came out last week and basically just came out and said, if you did take the vax, or better, it doesn't matter if you did take the vax or not, he could basically save your life with certain nutrition, certain medicine that's out there that can help you. Um, One of the most important things, well, actually, his name is Dr. Richard Burtlett. And if you don't know who Dr. Richard Burtlett is, you might want to look him up. It's kind of hot in here, too, because I'm outside and it's hot, you know, because everything's about to explode. But Dr. Burtlett basically explains how using a certain medicine called budesonide, and I hope I'm not murdering the name of the medicine, but it's called budesonide. And basically, if you get the virus and you get to a point where you can't breathe and your chest hurts, you need to find a clinic that will give you but budesonide that'll help you. And then most people know that. So budesonide is what you need. You need to talk to your doctor, see if he's all about helping you, see if he's about the Hippocratic Oath. And it brings on to a story that happened to me just a week ago. I had to go get my physical, and I decided to go ahead and question him, my own doctor, about certain things. But before I was able to question him, it's funny. As soon as I walked in the office, the nurse comes in and she's like, "What's wrong today?" I said, "Nothing. Just want to get my physical, yearly physical." And she says, "Well, do you want to take the Vaxx? Are you interested in taking the Vaxx?" And I'm like, "No, not right now. Not right now. I'm doing more research." And she says, "Why not?" I said, "Because I'm doing more research. I mean, what do you not understand?" She was like, "Okay, all right, fine." And she walks out. He comes in. He says, "So I'm looking at your chart here. It seems to me that you're not interested in taking the Vaxx." I said, "I'm not saying I'm not interested. Actually, I was lying. I shouldn't lie, but I did." I said, but I'm thinking about it." He said, "Okay, well, you should get the Vaxx." I said, "Okay, I should get the Vaxx." One of the smart things that I did is that I didn't basically like start drilling him at that time. You know what I'm saying? I had to go ahead and get my physical, get everything straight, blood work, make sure everything was okay with me. Even though I felt violated because when we men get in our 40s, not telling you my age. I mean, I'm 30. Just thought I'd do it early. But you know how we is, man. We got to do what we got to do, men. So, with that being said, after that, I say, "Hey, Doc, since you didn't bring me no wine, and no candles, let's go ahead and talk about business. This Vaxx. So, if I choose to get a Vaxx, which one do you recommend?" And he says to me, "Well, you can pick which one you want, but we don't do it here. We don't do it here." I'm like, "Oh, you don't do it here? No, you go to your Walgreens, your CVS, you know, Kroger, but we don't administer it here." And keep in mind what I said. He doesn't administer it here. He says, "Well, why you don't want to take the Vaxx?" I say, "Well, before we get into that conversation, how about you ask? Let me ask you this question. If I did get sick, saying if I did get sick, are there any alternatives for me?" He was like, "Alternatives like what?" I said, "Well, you got ivermectin, you got hydrochloroquine, and you have monoclonal antibodies, which is called Regeneron." "Well, ivermectin has not been tested and has not been fully approved, and they use that in horse medication." Now, that right there is a lie. The media is saying it, the same thing, same talking point. It's all a lie. Ivermectin has got a Nobel, what's that? I guess it's a Nobel Peace Prize or an award for how effective it is towards so many diseases, including the virus that we're dealing with right now. And I said, "Well, let me ask you this. What about hydrochloroquine? How you feel about that?" "Well, hydrochloroquine has not been tested neither. It's all hearsay and it's not going to help anything." Now, you got to keep in mind, I've been with this doctor almost 13 years. So it kind of hurts for him to sit here and look me in my face and lie to me. But I had to keep a calm face about it, and it kind of hurt. And I said, well, last thing then, how about Regeneron, monoclonal bodies? And he says to me, there is a waiting list on that. It's a waiting list on Regeneron. And I said, well, hot dang, I wonder why. We're gonna get into that later. So after we had a little powwow right then, I said, well, let me go. I said, I think we said enough, or I said enough, and and he was like, well, if you ever think about getting the medication, the Vaxx, let me know. And I guess it was okay for me to tell him I'm not never getting it. He was like, I don't see what's wrong. I got the Moderna. I was like, ooh, you got the Moderna? Moderna? Wow. Well, I guess I got to find me another doctor anyway. So it is what it is. It is what it is, People got to be careful out here. I mean, um, one of the things I want y'all to do, the most important thing I want you guys to do out here is get a pen and pad. Because I'm going to drop some knowledge, not really knowledge, but drop you some websites that you can go to that will help you out. You can call them, talk to them. And if any of your loved ones, or better, if you feeling a little down and you go to your doctor and your doctor says no, then you have a place that you can go, pick up the phone, call, give them your insurance or however, and they will send you the medication. But do your own research, okay? I'm not really pushing anything, but I want you to do your own research. I give you this stuff out. I push this stuff out so you can sit there and pick it up and run with it. Like someone used to do me when I was waking up, you could say. So, one of the websites I would like y'all to go to, if you ever have, you know what, better yet, don't even go call when you're feeling bad. Call and ask questions now. So you know who to run to, you know who to call and what you need to do. But Synergy Health. Synergy Health. That is SYNRGY. Synergy Health. DPC. DPC. Go to that website. Read the website. Study the website. And when you feel like you're comfortable, you call these cats. And um, there's some more websites out there, but you got to do research and read up on certain doctors that are out here to help you. And these doctors that are out here to help you is the first man I told you about, the name of Dr. Richard Bartlett. Dr. Richard Bartlett is very knowledgeable as far as things you need to do to protect yourself and protect your family before anything hits off or kicks off as far as you getting sick. I mean, you got Dr. Excuse me, I mispronounced that. Dr. Zev Zelenko out of New York. He has a website, and you need to, research him as well. Look at some of his videos. It's very imperative that you look up Dr. Zev, Zev, Zelenko. And he has different, things that you can do to help yourself out. Because I'm telling you, it's going to get worse. I mean, it's going to get worse. I mean, there's nothing I mean, there's nothing that's going to stop it. I don't think. I mean, the people getting the jab, they're shutting off their spike proteins. I mean, they're shutting off the killer T's, which is the white blood cells, which is your immune system, and they're shutting it off. And this Vaxx is doing it. So the spike proteins are mutating and shedding off different mutations of what can make you get sick. So you want to stay protected. You want to take everything you can, and it's not going to harm your health. You know, you take your zinc, you take your vitamin D3. Um, you know, you take a lot of other medications that I'm gonna get into. It's just not coming to the top of my head right now. But elderberry, does wonders. Let me tell you. Selenium, ain't nothing wrong with selenium. In the African American community, we are so deficient in vitamin D3, especially during the wintertime. So go get you some organic, if you can find it, all natural vitamin D3. You can take it every day. Every day you take it. Don't stop taking it. All right. Try to eat right. It's hard, but you can do it. Try to eat as much natural food as possible. Cut down on your processed foods. Or, you know, for the men out there, tell old girl to cook for you. And for the women who don't know how to cook, go to the grocery store and start learning how to cook. You know, there's a food channel. It's my wife's channel. She can help you out. She'll help you out. So understand that we are in a war right now. We are in a I can't even explain it to you, man. It's just like you turn on the TV and just like you just can't shake it off. I mean, it's just like it's the end of the world. And the sad part about it, we Americans, we're kind of lucky, but at the same time, in 6 months, we're not going to be so honky dory. It doesn't matter what side of the aisle you're on or not. You can be on the left or the right. They come in after all of us. So this is what you need to understand. Um, what's going on in Australia? I don't know if y'all seen the videos of what's going on in Australia because they are censoring what's going on in Australia with the Aussies. But the Aussies are getting their ass whooped. I mean, the citizens. I mean, the police, the authorities. If you come out your house, they body slamming you damn near. They locking you up. And I saw one video where the man didn't have a mask on. Cops got up on him, and he had his daughter with him. Start asking him questions. Before you know it, they yanked from him and watch the protesting that's going on down in Australia is sad. It's something else. And whatever happens in Australia is a beta test of what is going to happen here. It starts in Australia, then it goes to Canada, and then before you know it, be right here. That's why your boy said 2 weeks ago, is wearing it. that he would never mandate any vax on any American. We have a constitution. It's not. The Constitution is not dead. Unless you want it to be dead, which means you being ignorant and you don't know the Constitution. I tell everybody, go read it. If you don't know it, go read it. Go read the Nuremberg codes. We're protected. But if you're ignorant and you don't know, they're going to run game on you. Ain't you tired of getting run game on? Huh? So get frosty, people. It's getting bad. It's going to get worse and worse. The more ignorant you are, the worse it's going to get. And like I told you last podcast, just say no. Just say no. Your life is more important, not the mark of the beast. You know, and the way I look at it, if you get the jab, I mean, it's to a point where I consider that to be the mark. My parents warned me of it. I didn't think it was going to happen in my lifetime, but it seems like it is. Scary. So stay frosty. Now, you probably saying to yourself, what does this all got to do with government? What does it got to do with, you know, the new world? The new world. I call it the new world order. These guys has been talking about this for years. But if you turn that TV on and you look at any speech of any world leader within the last 6 months, including Sleepy Joe, they're always saying two things. They're saying the Great Reset, build back better. And the third thing they probably say is the New World Order. These three things you don't want. These three things, it does not help people. It doesn't help. Don't matter if you're black or white. It's all about slavery. So when people be screaming, "Oh, Nazi, you're a Nazi. You're a racist." Dude, you ain't seen nothing yet. The multimillionaires and the billionaires, they look at you as a peasant. That you don't deserve to be here. You are a worthless eater. So while y'all sitting here fighting with one another, each other, think about it. These guys here, they don't like you. And they want to see you kill each other off. And if that doesn't work, they got a virus that was built, that was made in a lab, and was released on the world. Fauci, the man needs to be locked up. He done lied to Congress once. He's wishy-washy, and we just keep falling for it. Enough is enough. Enough is enough. Because if we don't stop this, people are going to get hurt. People are going to die. People are going to die. We can't let that happen. So one of the things you need to do is do your own research. Because if you don't do your own research, you can't just go by what everybody else tell you. But when you do your research and you be like, well, hot dang, this is right. This is true. This is real. This is it. You know what I'm saying? This is it. Because I read it for myself. But if you sit here and just take what somebody tell you, but you're not sitting there doing your own research, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter at all. Now, let's get into you getting sick. Let's get into a family member said they finna go to the hospital. Let me tell you something. Majority of your hospitals, they're gonna intubate you. They're not gonna give you anything. They're gonna wait till it get worse and worse. And when your oxygen levels get to a certain point, they're gonna put a ventilator on you. And that's your death warrant. I know you don't want to hear it, but it's your death warrant. It's gonna happen. And then they're gonna use a drug on you that you do not want to have nothing to do with. And it's called Remdesivir. Remdesivir. Don't get it mixed up with Regeneron. Regeneron is the good stuff. Remdesivir is the bad stuff. And if you get intubated and they put you on Remdesivir, it shuts your kidneys down. Now, if you shut your kidneys down and they done got morphine in you, and then now what happens? Your lungs get filled up with liquid. Because your kidneys shut down, you can excrete out the liquid. And this is how people are dying. And they don't want to admit it. And the only reason why they want to admit it is because they get money. They get money. Each person that passed away in the hospital, and you can't go back there to see them, you can't be with them when they go back there, they cut these hospitals almost $75,000 to $100,000 per person. And if you don't believe me, research it. I'll bet it. I can show you the documents. I got them right here. But I know you ain't gonna look. You can't read it through the screen right here. So stay home. Testing. Yeah, I'm back. Got a little blackout there for a minute. It's a 99% survival rate. It's not that serious. It's just like a cold. Stay home. Take your supplements. Go to these websites I'm telling you. Synergy Health, DPC. All right. There's another one. I can't remember the name. What was the name of that other place? It'll probably come to me in a minute because I got many. I got many. Well, actually, I got three, but I think I left them upstairs. But myfreedoctor.com. That is a very good one. It's a doctor out of Florida, and it's My Free Doctor. Google that. Look it up. His name is Dr. Ben Marble, if I'm not mistaken. Dr. Ben Marble. And he's a good doctor. And go to his website. Donate. Okay? Donate. I did. And I hope you do the same. And he will guide you where you need to go. But take care of your family at home. Do not send your family to the hospital. You can send them to a doctor, but most doctors are punks now. If you say you got COVID, they freak out. They don't want to see you. Well, go to the hospital. No, you don't want to do that. And if they tell you something like that, you need to X that doctor because he's not keeping up to his Hippocratic oath. He's not standing up to the Hippocratic oath. And you need to leave that person alone. Go find another doctor. Someone who takes pride, someone who has love in their profession, which is medicine. Most doctors in it for the money. I mean, think about it. They done sacrificed 8 to 10 years of their life in school, and now they paid out their student debts. I mean, they don't want to live up. They don't want to give up that lifestyle. Do you understand? They don't want to give up that lifestyle. So you got to understand that situation. So be safe out there, guys. I can only give you as much as I can. I mean, I'm in the boat with you. We are in the same boat. We trying to live, we trying to strive, and we trying to be together, live as long as we can on this earth as God sees. If not, we can't believe everything on that TV. Turn the TV off. If they tell you to do one thing, you do the opposite. I mean, it's almost, it's just, I don't know, it's just stressful. I mean, you put your faith, you put your faith and your trust in the media, and they sit here and they lie to you. They sit here and tell you one thing, and then all of a sudden, you find out it's not true. Because you know why? Because they get money. They get money. Money is the root of all evil. So the Japanese, they're using it. They're using different medicine than what we are using here. Ivermectin. They said they finna just use ivermectin. And India, they don't have, no, what is it? The virus. They don't have no cases of the virus because they're using what? Ivermectin. You know. Yeah, but I got horses back there. I got horses. They take ivermectin. I'm not saying I am, but I'm just saying the horses. Yeah. Anyway, but understand something. Remdesivir is not a good drug. From what all these doctors are saying is that you will get kidney failure. Your kidneys will collapse. They just stop working if you get on remdesivir. I just don't understand why would they do such a thing, but there's an agenda. And what is that agenda? It's called eugenics. And what is eugenics? It's the depopulation. The depopulation of the world. Carbon footprint. Oh, the carbon footprint. We need to get it down. It's just too high. Understand, some people, you are made out of carbon. So they say they need to control carbon and we need to drop that carbon footprint. They talking about you. You are the carbon. And if you don't believe me, make sure I show it to you. I have a PowerPoint for you so you can see it for yourself. And you can also look it up. I tell you, natural immunity is the best. All right. You're taking these booster shots now, here. You got to take booster shots. I mean, come on now. Now, before you said all that, just 4 months ago, one hit and done. One and done. You're done with it. Then 2 months later, you're like, oh, you got to take those boosters. Got to take the boosters. No. This is going to keep going and going and going. The first shot, what happens to your body? Your immune system shuts down. I think it shuts down, 1/3 of your immune system shuts down. And then when you go for the second one, it shuts down up to 60% of your immune system. If you get the boost, you get the boosty, and then all of a sudden you just shut it completely off. So if a guy like me walk past, you go, hot tea. and it gets in your eyes or it gets in your nostrils, you're going to have a cytokine storm. Your immune system's not there. The killer T's have been shut down. They out drinking. They high. So they going to let everything go past them because either they dead or they high. Or they are OD, the killer T's that protect your body. The killer T's is the first line of defense in the immune system. And the sad part about it, Anthony Fauci knows it. He knows this stuff. He's been researching this stuff for the last 20 years. 10 years ago, he went to the Pentagon with DARPA. No, excuse me, he went to the Pentagon and asked him could they release this on the population. Or better yet, release it in the Batcave in nanoparticles. I mean, this is deep, man. This is deep. We've been played. They ran a game on us. They ran a game on us at the time. And we didn't even know it. Because what? The media blocked it. But you notice stuff. The media, oh, that's not true. No, that's disinformation. At the same time, if you do a little Google search, you'll find out, hold on, well, what is this? This is true. Oh no, that's from a website that's not even credible. It's NPR. What are you talking about? You know, it's crazy. It's crazy. So don't put down nobody. I know it's hard because in my personal life, friends and family that I care and love about, that I done preached to, you know, they didn't listen, and then they went ahead and got the jabber, and they didn't tell me until later. You know, they're not having any side effects, my close family, yet. But you got to get mentally ready for it because all the scientists, all the virologists, and all the doctors are saying, hey, 5 years. 10 years, they're lucky. 10 years tops. So, do I want to find that out? No. Do I wish it was true? No. But you got scientists coming out saying this stuff, then what can we do? And you got to understand something about these globalists and all these mad scientists out of a 007 movie. You got to understand something about these cats. Even though they did this, in the back of my mind, I really feel like they got a cure. Because there's someone in their family that might get hurt, might get injured, right? If they get injured, they must have someone on that back shelf that they ain't telling nobody about to save their family. So think of it like that. We don't know. I don't know. I'm just thinking. I'm thinking outside the box. Well, this is deeper experience now. We are deeper thought. We're thinking about what the alternatives can be. It may not be an alternative, but let's just think positive on that level because we got loved ones. Some of us are getting sick already. You know, thank God nobody in my family, you know, had the Nicki Minaj episode with the testicles swelling up. But what you got to understand something, when you take the jabber, the spike proteins, they travel through your body and they love to set up in your testicles and your uterus. Ladies, in your uterus. Men, testicles. The next thing is the heart. In the worst case scenario, the brain. And it's when they start suffering dementia or they have a stroke. I don't think I want to play around with that kind of stuff. I don't want to do that. I don't want to mess around with that. Let me have a natural thing going on with me. You know, if it's my time to go, it's my time to go. But I don't want to be rushing to it with some liquid. I tell you, perilous times we're living in. Stressful, perilous times is what I call it. But we got to keep our don't listen when they say the WHO, who don't listen. Are we there yet? Are we back? I guess I said the wrong thing. I'm back. Something happened because I'm talking to some. I guess I'm saying some deep stuff around here. I got to look behind me, you know. I mean, uh, I guess I guess I need to be careful what I say, huh? Not. So, where I left off at. Let's talk about Sweden. How about that? Let's talk about the beautiful Sweden. Now, about a year ago, when all this popped off, Sweden was like, we're not shutting down. We ain't doing nothing. We're not taking that. We chilling. And they were just saying, oh, look at Sweden. Look at how they doing. Oh, my God. 18 months later, they got the lowest cases. And they haven't shut nothing down. And they're not forcing nothing on nobody. The media ain't going to tell you that. Media ain't going to tell you about India. Have you heard anything about Russia? I haven't. Brazil. Brazil said, nah, this is it. We ain't taking no more of this stuff. Our family members are dying. You trying to shut down the favela. You trying to tear us down so you can make more resorts. They didn't got hit. They didn't got hit. They said, nah, that ain't finna go down like that. We ain't finna do that. So, you know, stop listening to the media. Stop listening to fake. I wanna say it, but I can't say it because I be cussing. But oh, Fauci, man, I'm tell you, the man is off the chain. You know he's Italian, right? You know what his last name means? Has anyone ever figured out what his last name means? What it stands for? It stands for the sickle. It's the sickle. Death. Kind of, that's a coincidence. It's just a coincidence. This man's last name represents the sickle. Death. And if you don't believe me, you look it up. Look it up and let your mouth drop. Because I'm telling you, everything has a meaning. The Jews, you know, they got killed and murdered in gas chambers and just the marking on their arm, you know, the tattoos or whatever to mark this. They did what they had to do, knock them off. But who came over there and saved them besides the Europeans, besides Europe, besides the British, United States, America? A lot of men lost their lives to go there and fight for what they believe in. And they still doing it right to this day. Young kids joining the military, joining the army, and now Sleepy Joe is telling them they got to get vaxxed. Understand something. You got the most powerful military in the world. Healthy, healthy men to be getting the jab. That's a messed up thing you could do. Knowing that these jabs have a side effect. Now just imagine half of them get sick or get hurt or something. What's gonna happen? You got the rest of the world, especially China, going like, yes, we're gonna take over. We're gonna knock them out. We're gonna knock them down. And you don't want to. People don't believe that, but you need to believe that it can happen. It can happen. These globalists ain't playing. They want to consolidate everything up for themselves, and they feel like it's just too many people on this planet. The people who, your congressmen, your entertainers that's falling for the okie doke, they think they're gonna have a piece of the pie. They're gonna be the first ones to go. First ones to go when they think everything is done and just done. It ain't. Even God, you love God. I mean, you got to say that there's a higher power now because the heat is getting hot. My heart goes out to the people in Australia. By looking at all them videos that I've been seeing today, I'm like, my God, men getting their head knocked off, women getting ran over by horses or getting hit by cars, and kids getting taken from their parents. It's not right. It's sad. And then, like I said, you got Sleepy coming out saying, hey, his patience wearing thin. My patience is wearing thin. What does it say? What does it say? The man's damn got dementia. The man can't remember one thing from another. This man have a case of medicine with him at all times. And when he screws up, what they do? They turn the mic off. They turn the feed off. You ain't finna hear I almost cussed. You ain't finna hear nothing out that man. One thing I can say about the Democratic Party, like I said before, they stick together. They stick together. You could be lying your ass off. Excuse my French. They gonna stick together. They gonna go down. They gonna go down together. But guess what? They gonna stick together. We need to be that way as a people, as Americans. Got nothing to do with the left or right. We need to stick together. Cause these folk coming after us hard. They coming after the world hard. But in America, they can't stand y'all because they feel like the middle class, the middle class is just too uppity. Why? We work. We bust our ass every day. We go to work every day. We deal with our managers and we get the job done. We sacrifice one thing so that we can have this little piece of the pie. This is what America is all about. Growing up as a child with my father, I saw how he worked so hard. And he only had one suit to go to church in. If he did go to church, that one suit. He said all his money goes to take care of us four kids. Put us through college. Some of us didn't go, you know. Well, some of us dropped out, like myself. But I learned more with my hands than getting indoctrinated in the school. You learn more when you're out. You learn more, you know, life lessons. So we got to keep our heads up. We can't give up the fight. Protect yourself. Don't don't get down. And when you do, pray. Pray. And stay strong. Say no. Because the last thing I want to say before I get out of here is that they passing laws behind the curtain to make it harder for you to succeed, to live your life as a free person, as a freeman. Um, just heard today, CDC is planning on doing what they can this winter. If someone tests positive for something, they're already talking about putting you in a camp and taking your kids away from you until you recover. And then you got to ask yourself when you're going to recover. It may be a month, 2 months, but still, you don't want no stranger taking your children until you get better. Remember that word I said earlier? So stay frosty, stay strong. I'm gonna do some more research over the weekend, and whatever I come up with, I would definitely share it with you people because it's good that you know it. It's good that we. What can I say? It's not good to all keep it all inside, walled up inside. We got to share this knowledge, and I'm sharing the knowledge to you. I mean, I'm not no professional host or nothing, but I hope whatever I said, you go back and you research it and find out that you're gonna save lives. I'm trying to save lives here, and I hope that you do the same because we all in this together. We all in this together, you know. So don't don't be afraid. And let's see here. Let's go into the comments here. Let's go into the comments here. What we got here? In my Aussie verse. What we got here? You got some info for us. All right. Any questions? Any questions before I go to bed? But I gotta walk through this damn fire. It's hot. Damn, it's hot. It's hot as hell up in here, boy. Tell you, good Lord. Ooh-wee. Shit, work a fan out here. Okay. I see you, pretty saucy. I see you, Andrea. You know, I see you. I see you. I'm glad y'all came out and listened to my spat, listened to my vent. You know, and I want to apologize to the last episode last week when I was on, but I had a technical difficulties here. I'm getting my house remodeled, so a lot of things going on here. Oh yeah. By the way, also I want you to look up my man, Dale Bigtree. Dale Bigtree. That's my dog there. He breaks down a lot of science. So if you ever get a chance, duck, duck, go. Dale, Dell, Big Tree. That man is very knowledgeable. And anything he probably have an answer for it. So if you ever get a chance, Dale Bigtree. I want you guys to also look up Mr. Um, what's his? His last name is Marble. I can't. What's his first name? Ben. That's it. Ben Marble. Um, myfreedoctor.com. And I want y'all to look up Synergy. Synergy DPS.com. All right. And they will help you out. They will help you get all the information that you need to keep you keep you running. Protect your family. Synergy Health. SynergyHealthDPC.com. Well, everybody, I'm about to wind it down. Thank you for coming out, listening to this. I really appreciate it. Um, y'all be safe until next time. I love you guys. Not in a gay way. I just love you guys. Life. So, take care. Love you guys. Until next time, hopefully next week, I got some more info for you. Take care. Love you.